Hey everybody, hope y'all doing well today. I'm doing okay for a Monday myself. Worked by myself and didn't have too bad of a day for a Monday, which is a double-edged sword this time of year where I work. Sometimes working by yourself can be shitty. Anyways, this is my review of episode 7 of season 9 of The Walking Dead. The episode is entitled Stradivarius. This one, well, if my TiVo will play with me, of course, last week ended on Rosita and Eugene, finding out about the Whisperers, or at least, running into them. They didn't know what they were, but they ran into them. Really enjoyed the opening with Rosita just really disoriented and thinking that the Whisperers were, still out to get her. And it's pretty wild that old Michael Cudlitz, the one that used to play Abraham, and her love interest, at least for part of the time, directed the episode. But I thought she did really well with that disoriented bit, and I thought that was a good cold open. And they do a lot of cold opens, and sometimes there's like, this shit's too long. Why are you putting all this in there? But that was a good cold open. Then, of course, going straight to Daryl and Karl and the boy. I can't think of the boy's name. That subplot, not really that interesting to me. It's not terrible, and it'll probably play out, but not that interesting. Michonne taking the new people to Hilltop, that's equally, it's exposition. I know they need it for the characters and everything else, and I need to reread the comics because I forgot about these characters, and I know some of them. I don't know if all of them are, but I know some of them are in the comics, so just have to go back and try to jog my memory. Hilltop is amazingly robust, almost more so than the comic, which is pretty wild. Wild to see they tried to make Enid look much older, and I think the only way they really did that, because she's not aged that much, is just make her wear tighter clothing. That's, the Hilltop seems to be going along pretty well, and I see how they've done to let Lauren go do the other show, Maggie's, with the, what's her face, Georgie. Okay. But that leaves her open to come back, so that's not totally terrible. I'm sorry if my camera work is extra shitty. I did a lot of work around the house yesterday, and my arm's just not feeling it. Yeah. Not the greatest episode ever, but not a terrible episode either. There's still a whole lot to look at. Whole lot of exposition. I did like when Aaron attacked Jesus. That was pretty cool and unexpected. Thought it was something else totally happening whenever it first happened, but thought that was cool. And I like that they went to Rosita's rescue. Now that, to the best of my memory, is pretty close to, not exactly, but close in ways to the comic. At least, one of the people got away to see, to get the information to everybody else about what was going on. Yeah, now I'm back to the Karl and Daryl show. While I like to see them together, they play well together. just a lot of slow stuff. Did like Michonne cutting up the Stradivarius, that was funny. And then the boy here, you know, trying to help Daryl. It went, you know, there was some good tense bits, but nothing, you know, like really good, but okay. Too many commercials, I know that. I know I could edit everything, but I'm lazy. I work my ass off. So I just do what I want to do here. Anyways, exposition. Good fight when they have to leave where they were staying with Michonne and all. Thought that was a decent part of the episode. Lots of walkers and lots of killing. And everybody doing their thing. And good tense action. That's part of the reason we watch, is for the action. Then, when they get to Hilltop, it was neat to see Thomas Howell as one of the guards. You never know who you're going to see sometimes on The Walking Dead. And little cameos. But, I don't know. Next week they should meet the Whisperers full on, and I wonder who will take Rick's place, because, you know, Rick, they take Rick eventually and show him what their group, you know, their numbers and what they can do. But also Karl ended up going with him for a little bit because Karl fell in love with Lydia. So, I think they're still having Lydia in this storyline, and I think Carol and Ezekiel's boy takes the Karl place, you know, so he'll run off and be with Lydia, which, that's a pretty good storyline if they follow it. It's not going to be as fucked up as the comic, though, because that girl takes Karl's virginity and she licks his eye and all that shit and gets pretty kinky, but I don't know even if Karl's still on the show, if they would kind of get by with that on TV. I don't know. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. We got one more week, and then of course, you know, there'll be about 10 weeks without anything, and then, you know, the second half of the season. I know a lot of people don't give a shit about the show anymore, and at times I don't hate it, but it does feel disappointing sometimes because they go too far away from the comic and then try to bullshit their way back out, but I still enjoy it. So I hope it does stay on for a few more years, and if it doesn't, if it just has next year, at least we had 10 years of an awesome zombie show on TV. When I was a kid, I would have never thought we would have had 1 year of one zombie show. And now we've had, let's see, well, by the end of next year, we will have had 5 years of Zombie, 5 years of Fear the Walking Dead, 5 years of Z Nation, and 10 years of this. So, I don't know. I'm happy. Anyways, we'll see y'all tomorrow for YouTube Jam.